Gather up your projects, settle in your favorite spot. It's time to stitch with Sarah at her stitchy Camelot. Let's celebrate each other, this community we've got. It's time to get down to Sarah's stitchy spot.
Hello everyone, my name is Sarah. Welcome to my FlossTube channel, where we will discuss and celebrate all things cross-stitch. Grab your favorite beverage, get comfortable, and join me
at Sarah's stitchy spot.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and this is FlossTube number 76. It is Wednesday, June the 4th, 2025, and I would like to take this moment to welcome each and every one of you to my FlossTube channel. As I do at the beginning of every video, I send love, hugs, and kisses to my husband Stan for writing and performing the intro song that you just heard. If you are new and stumbled upon my FlossTube channel, welcome. I hope you will like what you see, that you will subscribe, share, ring the bell, like, and do all the things that we do on FlossTube. For all of my returning viewers and subscribers, hi. It's only been 2 weeks, but it has seemed like a lifetime since I've spoken with most of you. Just so that we can, you can tell I'm already struggling. But Stan had surgery on the right side of his neck to clear out some blockage of the carotid artery. That is the one that you will often feel in the neck when you are searching for a pulse. And that was done May 23rd. He also has to have the right side done. I mean, they did the right. He still has to have the left side done. We had a rocky post-op period, and I saw him go through a couple of things that were very scary. But I do have him home, and he seems to be getting stronger every single day. He is back down to playing his guitar, and that all seems to be going well. He's remembering lyrics and you know, playing, and he'll have his first rehearsal with the band tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. I don't have words to thank all of you for being there, for your prayers and good thoughts for Stan. That is one thing that is as sure as dying and paying taxes, is that that you guys will be there, and I want you to know that I really appreciate it. So, and I also wanted just to share a couple of cards. I got, this was a card that was sent for Stan and I from Desiree. Thank you so much, Desiree. She also sends a lot of her finished products, pieces that I can share with you guys in shares. So Desiree, thanks. This was greatly appreciated. And I also got a beautiful card from Anne. She's the selfish_stitcher on Instagram, and I know many of you follow her and her gorgeous stitching. So I wanted to thank everyone for that. The next surgery is scheduled for June 27th. As you can imagine, we're both rather apprehensive about it, but he's a good surgeon, and I'm going to be there with him as I was last time. There is nothing like sleeping in a chair for several nights, but I wasn't going to leave him alone. So, and I know a lot of you know about that, about staying with loved ones when they're in the hospital. So, this is a channel about cross stitch, and I want to just keep moving along, but with the caveat that I think all of you are some of the most wonderful people in the world. So, okay, we had a Zoom this past Sunday. It was Zoom number 16, It was lovely. There were some returning faces and some new faces, and Holly of Hobbies of Holly was the surprise. And I don't know, I think the surprise was to her guest FlossTuber, but boy, Holly just took that role and ran with it, as all of you that watch her, and if you're not, you should be, know that she could do. And she was a delight, and we had wonderful conversations, so wonderful stitching. I also just realized as I was talking that I'm going to stop and come back because I don't have my list for the next Zoom call. So I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. If you guys want to play a drinking game, you might have a drink with everything that I forget or I have to go get. My mind is still a little in the scattered phase, but so Zoom number 17 will be June 15th, which I do realize is Father's Day. But if we all get up early and make those fathers just feel very special, then hopefully you would be able to join the Zoom at 12 Pacific Daylight Savings Time, and that will be June 15th. And I am going to list, again, this is a combination of those that added Zoom to the comments, as well as using a number generator, random number generator to pick names from the Google form that you have all filled out. So without further ado, number 1 is SallySewandSew. Number 2, Comfort Stitching Jackie. Hi. Number 3 is Naomi C 9070. Number 4 is Sharon, and that's ANNC period 3079. Untwist Your Stitches. Number 6 is Catherine Reed 8003. Number 7 is the ShingleSpringStitcher. Number 8 is Cate, Cate. Number 9 is the Physical Stitcher. Hi, Brenda. And number 10 is the MetroStitcher. And hi, Debbie. Again, I will put these names in the description box below. I will also have a link for those of you that haven't filled out the Google form. So I will have your email address to send you the link. So that will be our group on June the 15th, and I look so forward to it. So we are not going to have a Zoom. The next Zoom would be June 29th, and that would be 2 days after Stan's surgery. So you don't have to worry about putting, I think I'm saying this right. If you ever want to Zoom, let's just leave it at put Zoom in the comments, because I can't figure it out. But we won't have a Zoom on June 29th, and then we will start those up again after his surgery. Okay, I do have a giveaway today that I want to share with you guys, and this was a pattern that was generously donated by Virginia, with a large group of patterns, some of which I chose because I would like to stitch them, and the others that I will share with you. And this is actually one that I am stitching on. And this is Merry and Bright by Cottage Garden Samplings. And I thought with Christmas in July coming, that this might be a good choice for you if you've ever wanted to stitch this. I just think it's beautiful, and I need to keep working on mine so that I could possibly get it done for this Christmas. I would like you to use the word bright, B-R-I-G-H-T. I'll run that across the bottom. And I need you to be 18 so I can legally ask for your address. And please don't use words like free, giveaway, prize, anything that will attract the ne'er-do-wells. So that will be our giveaway for next time, and the keyword will be bright. Okay, now I do want to remind everybody that with Lindy Stitches, that Stephanie will be hosting another virtual retreat, which is the Midsummer Stitch. So make sure that you go and check Stephanie out, so that you can get those tickets, because they are virtual events not to be missed. And the dates for that will be July 19th through the 20th. So I did want to do a good plug for that. I think what we'll do, I obviously have not, I am really behind in watching FlossTubes, so I certainly don't have any new stitchers to shout out. I've been doing what I kind of call comfort FlossTube watching with those that have been there, and they're just, they make me feel at peace and happy, and so, but I haven't really gotten to see a lot. So we'll get back with that, because I love to shout out, especially new FlossTubers, and get them going on this incredible journey that we get to have. So I think what we'll do now is shares, and again, incredible shares. I just feel like I'm the luckiest person in the world to be able to show you these incredible projects. So without further ado, this one is from Cate, and it's Elegant Alphabet Sampler. It's by Lynn Blackburn through Elegant Stitch in California. And she put the names and initials of her husband, son, mom, dad, and herself throughout the sampler. She also put her 50th wedding anniversary date, and she stitched this on 36 count antique white Edinburgh 2/2 with honey bronze Gloriana silk, which to me is simply stunning. She started this in 2003, and she finished it on May the 9th, 2025, and it is just incredible. I'm going to take a little drink of water here. The next share is from Lynn, and these are of her 2 Scottish Terriers that have crossed the Rainbow Bridge, and she had their pictures converted to cross-stitch patterns, and she stitched these on 14 count Ada in the color Oracle by Picture This Plus. And what a lovely way to have a memory of our pets that we love so much. So thank you, Lynn, for sending that. Anka sent Sweet Land of Liberty by Heartstrings Samplery. She stitched this on a 36 count affogato from Fiber on a Whim. Her next piece is Liberty Needle Case Design and Kit from Shepherd's Bush. And so she stitched this using all the kit components. And she also sent My Home Sweet Home by Brenda Gervais, which was stitched on a 40 count lamb's wool from XJU Design. And her final piece is the 1830s Rose Basket Needle Book by Samplers Not Forgotten. And she stitched this on a 36 count Old Sheep from XJU Design. Anka does incredible stitching, and she does incredible composition of her photos. And Anka, thank you so much for sharing those with us. The next one is, I have 2 from Norma. The first one is Ballerina Beauty by Dimensions Gold Collection. This was designed by Douglas Hoffman, and it was a kit with 18 count Ada. And the second piece is Molly Yellow Lab Pup, and it had a number associated with it, hashtag 04-5-046 by Willow Stitching, The chart is by Jamie Larson. It was stitched on a mystery 32 count with the called for DMC. And both of them are just fabulous. Susan sent Pigeon Point Lighthouse in California, and she stitched this on a 14 count light blue Aida with the called for DMC. And thank you so much, Susan, for sharing this with us. And Matt sent his Maggie May by Stacy Nash. He stitched this on an 18 count Aida in the color Petals, and he matched his colors in Maggie May with a wild rabbit that lived in his lavender bush. And this was his first finish like this, especially one of the animal crackers, and he's very happy with it, and he deserves to be. So Matt, thank you so much for sending those. So that is our shares this week. Please, if you finish something that you would like me to share, if you will send me by email the photographs, I really do. I'm very honored to be able to share with all of you our stitching, because it's what we do, and we should be able to celebrate it. Anyway, okay, so those are the shares. So I do have a new start. I have a fully finish. I have some whips. Obviously not the really overflowing basket that I would normally have, but certainly something to talk about. So I think what I'll do is I will talk about my fully finish, and I'm going to run some pictures by, because I don't have it. I did finish Have Courage by Cottage Garden Samplings in time to give it to Vicki while they were here. And Vicki had a recurrence in her breast cancer. And the one little secret that I haven't shared with all of you is Vicki is the wife for many, many years of my first husband. And we have obviously become quite close. Tom and Vicki stay in our Airbnb when they come to visit the children and grandchildren. And we had a big celebration because my middle daughter turned 50. I'll show a couple of pictures here. And I did want to just shout out Phoebe of Moonshine Stitchery again, because Phoebe colors in coloring books, and they are very unique coloring books. And she had talked about them in one of her videos, and I thought, oh my goodness, Allison would love that. And so Phoebe sent me all the links, because the two books, the coloring books, actually came from France. And Phoebe, I want to share with you that it was a hit. So that is what I gave her for her birthday. And she has been coloring with her daughter, Mira, who many of you have met. So I want to thank you for that. But back to Courage. I did make it into a pillow, and I gave it to Vicki. And I know that she really liked it. So I'm very excited to have that finished. And I'm very glad that I got to give it to her myself. So my new start is my June project for Colorado Cross Stitchers Summer Cross Stitch Camp. And if you go to Sherry's FlossTube, which is Colorado Cross Stitcher, none of them are to be missed, but the last couple do go into detail about sharing the prompts for Cross Stitch Summer Camp. So I chose, and I did put this up on Instagram, I chose Nectar. That's no real surprise, huh? By the Artsy Housewife. This was a Patreon chart, and I was so excited when I saw the hummingbird that I just had to choose it. So the prompt for this month was to choose something that indicated whether you were a daytime or a nighttime stitcher. Now, I'm feeling a little foolish because I'm realizing that this is a crescent moon, I'm assuming, but we're going to kind of think of it maybe more as a crescent sunshine. And because I love my hummingbirds, and I mostly see them during the day, and I am a daytime stitcher. I have usually stopped stitching by 7 o'clock at night. And I am going to stitch this on a 25 count Lugana, Rugged Rochester, and you guys have heard that name a lot by those missing stitches. I think this is going to be the third piece that I got from that fat quarter of fabric, and I'm using the called for DMC, and so this is, let me get the, this is my start on that. So it's going to be about 3 something by 4 something. It's going to be so sweet. And I think the white will really pop on that. So that is Nectar by the Artsy Housewife. And so that was my one new start for this past 2 weeks. Oh, and well, here, I can show you the colors too. I do like to do that when I'm doing. I have two other ones that are not on the floss drops yet, but they're just gorgeous colors. So, so that is my new start. So I think, by golly, that puts us at whips. So I'm going to get everything close by, and we'll dive into that. So my first whip was a whip go call for the month of May, and that was A Little Bit of Spring by Blackbird Designs, and it got the full 3 days for the month of May. And I am stitching this on a 36 count overcast by Cedar River Designs. And on this one, I am using the called for DMCs. And this is my progress. I suspect there will be some dangling threads, but I did, let me get those out of the way. I know all of this is new. Right across here, I finished filling in the roof. I think I brought the border around. I can't remember if I had done that when you guys saw it last time. But that is A Little Bit of Spring. So it's not a big piece. So like everything else in life, if you would just stitch on that, yeah, it could be done rather quickly. But I must say, oh my goodness, especially with everything that's been going on, when you pull out Blackbird to stitch on it, it's magic. It gives you it gives me so much peace, and I love stitching on it. So that is A Little Bit of Spring, okay, by Blackbird Design. My next piece, and this probably got the most days on it because this was one of the pieces that I packed to take with me, thinking I would just be at the hospital overnight, and that is Aria's Burst Sampler. I wanted something that I could see easily, and it is on a 32 count fabric flare in the color Historical Beige, but I am stitching it on the white backside. So, and I'm using the called for DMCs, and this is by Ann X Stitch on Etsy, and I see that there's going to be a needle in there. I know I was trying to keep, but I got a lot of work done on this fox, got the flowers, and I think I did a little bit down here on the raccoon. To be perfectly honest, I have no idea what I stitched, but it does seem to be in the right place, so we'll be happy about that. So that's going to be Aria's birth sampler. Eva FaceTimed me this morning before Vince went to preschool, and little Aria's just sitting up. I'll put the picture of her. She was in a little dress, and oh my goodness. Oh, love those grandkids, right? Oh, they're just, and getting to see them and talk with them, it's not as good as holding them and feeling that little chubby girl and that darling little boy that's just so loving. But wow, it's good medicine, shall we say. My next one is my Thursday red sampler piece, and that is a French Fancy by Mama Loves You GB. I am doing this on a piece of 56 count Cafe au lait, and I'm using the Avera Soie Surfine in the color 2644. And this is my progress. So I did a lot in this top border. I finished the B, and I have started on the C. So it is slow stitching on 56 count, but it is glorious stitching. I just love those sweet little X's. I'm always going to say thank you, Jean. So that is a French Fancy by Mama Loves You GB. All right. And next we have, this is the second piece for the May Whip Go, which was Sarah Milthorpe. So Sarah got 3 days. I owed it a day when we came back from the hospital, and I had sort of intimated to you guys that I would start some work on the 1/1, but it just wasn't. I just needed good comfort stitching, so we just dived into some other motifs. And I am stitching this on a 36 count Cream Brulee by Tabby Cat, and I am using the called for Soie de Jet. And this is, so I know I did this star, and I did, what I do is I look for the flowers around the border when I have threads that are left over. So you can see that down at the bottom there's just a red, and that's how I'm trying to fill in the border. But that is Sarah Milthorpe. And I don't intend to just pull these out with Whip Go, because I will still just pull them out randomly during, when I feel like stitching on them. And I always love to show off my beautiful bag by Steph, Late Girl Stitches. Look at that. It is so gorgeous, and I'm so proud of it. And Steph, thank you for really being there. So that is Sarah Milthorpe. It never really wants to go in the bag. Okay, there we go. All right, next we have another favorite, which is Baldequin Birdies by Modern Folk Embroidery. I am trying so hard to get to those birds. Now, this has become a focus piece of sort because it is, I am using this as my piece for Andrew, the Runner Stitcher's Whip into Shape. So if I hope that you are following him. If you're not, please. He is a very delightful young man. He has, he's checked on me almost every day. And Andrew, I appreciate that so much. But while he runs, we can sit in our comfy chairs and do 10 stitches for every mile that he runs. So that is that's pretty cool. And so I have kept up. I need to do a progress report on Instagram. I haven't done that yet. I was going to do it at 4 weeks, but I have kept up with the stitches as needed. And I am stitching this on a 25 count light mushroom Lugana. I'm using the Pirate and Robin cotton floss in the color Redstone. And this is oh, is that the right side? Nope. This is my progress. So I've kind of been jumping everywhere. I think primarily this area and this area. I got this thing done pretty much to the bottom. I want to get to a bird so badly. Jason Cross Stitch is also using this for his hashtag whip into shape. And he's got a new video I've got to watch and see how much further ahead he is than I am on this piece. But it is a delight to follow everyone's progress. So that's Baldwin Birdies. That is the 2025 Stitch Along from Modern Folk Embroidery. I am waiting usually until the end of the week to do the stitches. Phoebe, Moonshine Stitchery, she is also doing the same thing. Let me stick that in here. Okay, next we have the Little Owl Patchwork Sal from the Historical Sampler Company. And I don't really have a picture per se because it was a stitch along, but when you look at mine, you're going to have a pretty good idea of what it looks like. So I'm using their piece provided the 32 count linen and the called for DMC, which they put in the kit. And so I'm really, I'm moving along here. Is that the right side? Yeah, okay. I want to get all the boxes filled in, so I worked on these two quilt boxes, and they have these little red doomy-jiggers that challenge me because I can't carry the thread because it would show. And but I really want to get it finished because I want to make it into a project bag. I just don't have project bags for my Christmas projects, so I do want to get this done. So that is the Little Owl Patchwork Stitch Along by Historical Sampler Company. Okay, let's get that in there. Next is my my focus piece, which is Pet All the Dogs. How wonderful you all are to continue to put up with this for me. This actually got, you know, they're probably not full days, but it got more than 7 days because I do tend to pick it up every time I do a zoom stitch. So this is by Teresa Kogut. I am stitching this on a piece of 36 count Old Weeks in the color Aspen, and I'm using the called for floss. And the house is getting there. It is getting there. I'll still have the windows. And dear Mel, all the dogs have heads now. So I will just continue to plug away until it is done. It will not go back and be left to languish. So that's Pet All the Dogs by Teresa Kogut. Okay, and I think I still have a couple more. Let's see what we've got in here. Yeah, okay, then because I wanted to work on my May, in May, with Market Mania that was hosted by Jim of Stitch and Jim. I got work on the other things that I had purchased, but I did not get any work on Disagree by Rebel Stitcher. This says, we can disagree and still love each other unless your disagreement is rooted in my oppression and denial of my humanity and right to exist. So I am just trying to get all the Quaker stuff done. So this is on, so I completely finished this, and I have started over here, and this is on 40 count ancient, which I just love. And I'm stitching with the Cottage Garden threads in the color Midnight. I know Steph of Just Keep Stitching is making great progress on this. But my plan is to go all the way around with the Quaker motifs, know that I've got them lined up correctly, and then just have the joy of putting in the words and thinking about those words while I stitch. So that's Disagree by Colleen, the Rebel Stitcher. And that was a market purchase for me. And my final whip, as I shared with you guys, I'm going to try to do Christmas stitching on Sundays. And as I mentioned, the comfort of Blackbird, I pulled out Bringing Good Cheer by Blackbird Designs. And I am stitching this on a piece of 36 count Ren by Picture This Plus. And I am using the called for over-dyed threads. And this is my progress. So I got these 2 rows done, and I got some leaves done here, the darker green. I brought the border around and got this flower in. It's just the sweetest little stitch. It's not going to be very big, but you know that border it's got some stitches in it, and those are big flowers, but they're all one color, and it's quite easy to do. So that is Bringing Good Cheer, and that was my Sunday Christmas stitch. Are you guys going to do Christmas in July? Please let me know in the comments. I think I am, but I have one other thing that's going to happen in July that I'll share with you guys in just a minute. So those are my whips, or works in progress. And I suspect if everything goes right, I'll have an overflowing laundry basket for all of you next time. So my plans for the next couple of weeks while until we meet again include the new numbers for WhipGo for the month of June were 21 and 23, and those matched up to Lady Halloween by Jardin Privé, and Big Chicken, Little Chicken, which will be the mattress finish that I started with Anne, the selfish_stitcher. So I'm really very excited about that. I'm hoping that gets me moved along on the Stacy Nash piece, because I really want to give a hand at trying the mattress finish. So and then just to let you know, the birthday start, which will be with Judy Stitching Bunny, Marcy, and Holly of Hobbies of Holly. Holly's birthday is June 25th. So we've got a 14, 20, 25, and 27. And I really encourage any of you that would like to start a daily reminder by Brenda Gervais. I think we're going to formally start it on the 8th. The 4 of us are going to have a Zoom call and put our first stitches in. So at least that's the plan right now. So I am going to stitch this on a piece of 40 count, and I just, arboreal, look at that. by Cedar River Linens. And I am going to use the Vicki Clayton silks, which I haven't taken out, but you can just kind of look around the edges, and I think that will be beautiful. So that is going to be my birthday start with Judy, Marcy, and Holly, and I hope many of you will join in on that. Because I emptied out my bag for Have Courage, that's going to go in this bag with the Eliza Stone that I did by Whilst Irish Naps. So that's a plan. And then I haven't even gotten fabric, or I haven't decided what I'm going to stitch it in. It has a lot of threads. There's a part of me that would really like to do this with the 103s, but that's a lot. I probably won't unless I really would really splurge. But I'm going to start this with Alicia of Upper Meadow Design Co. And Alicia, it was actually just at our Zoom, and her birthday is July 9th. And so I would like to start that with her, and any of you that would like to join in and celebrate Alicia's birthday. I know many of you have started this. I have not decided on the fabric. I suspect that it might be on a Swan Bay fabric, but I haven't really gotten that far yet to look. So Alicia makes incredible project bags. I don't have hers out here with me, but she is on Etsy at Upper Meadow Design Co. And lovely bags. So go check her out, and then if you would like to start this in July, we'll be doing that. So so that is those are my plans. Part of what I want to do in June, if things just to stay calm, is just really wake up in the morning and grab things that make me happy to stitch. That's kind of where I am right now. So, okay, now I will run some pictures across, but I wanted to, I am having a wonderful time collaborating with the Historical Sampler Company. And they have now launched their Halloween-themed stitch-along, which is Pumpkin Patch. And it's the pattern is designed in-house, and it will start on July 7th, 2025, and there will be then and there'll be 4 parts released for the stitch-along. And I'm going to be running the, like I said, the pictures across. I checked their website because their gift boxes sell out so quickly. And they did still have some. They can come in Aida, which is a 16 count Aida or a 32 count linen. And if I remember correctly, the linen for this one is going to be Swan Bay fabrics, and I am correct. So that is very exciting. It will have a ghost needle minder, black stork scissors, a lavender nerge hoop, a wooden moon floss holder. There will be a gift and a tasty treat. So these generally, these gift boxes sell out usually within 24 hours. The PDF of the pattern can be purchased by itself, so you can always do that. But I will put all of their information down below, but that is very exciting for the new, and showing that. I will show you that box when I receive it and the goodies in there. Now, I also did receive the June cotton and twine box that they so kindly sent me. And this is the pattern. Look at those blues. I love these colors. This may be one I actually stitch as well. But I haven't completely decided. And I wanted to say, I want to find, this was designed by Faye of, that's what I thought, of Little Dove Designs. And so you get the pattern, and that comes in this. You get the hoop for finishing, also for stitching if you use a hoop. You get the fabric, which is the Zweigart, and I choose linen. And look at this color palette, and look at that color palette up next to this white. 32 count linen. There is a needle in the box. There is, okay, there's the needle. There is this darling little ornament. Look at that. So cute. And there is always a goodie. So that is a chocolate bar. Chocolate's good. So that is the June box that is available now for purchase through, and it will be shipped out on June 25th. So again, I will have all that information down below. It always comes so well packaged in these beautiful boxes with this gorgeous paper. You can choose, again, a 16 count Aida or a 32 count linen. I have enjoyed so much collaborating with Suzanne and Joanne. They're just wonderful patterns. I've almost finished the stitch along, Little Owl, and I am also stitching on Stitching My Way to Happiness, which was another cotton and twine box. So beautiful patterns, and so I will have all that information down below. So I don't really have too much in my, you know, because we just started June. How fast will that go by? I, so far, for this half-year mark, have had 18 new starts and 8 finishes. So that is, that's where I am right now. So if you liked what you saw here, I hope you will subscribe, like, ring the bell, share, and do all the things that we do on FlossTube. I do want to remind you that Hanneke, a Dutch stitcher, is also doing, along with her fabulous FlossTubes, she is doing interviews with FlossTubers, and they're very intimate. They're very, I think, thought-provoking. She has done one with Sarah of Sew Me Sarah, Kim of Contented Needleworker, and it's hard to believe that I'm in that esteemed group, but the most recent one was with me. So I encourage you to go take a look at those. I think that she's doing, again, a wonderful community builder. So I think I've done what I needed to do today. I hope I have, and I hope I've said things in the right order and using the correct words. But love, hope, compassion, empathy. I think I learned even more about those words over the last several days. I want all of you to know that are going through things in life that this community is here and gives support like nothing that you can possibly imagine. I don't know why I'm so fortunate to have all of you in my life, but I don't want you to go away. So I think that I've covered everything on the table, and I'm going to ask you to grab your stitching, get comfortable, and stitch what you love. I love each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. Bye-bye. Until next time.
Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep.